So this is it. The time has finally come. What's going on, guys? Brandon Harden here. Hope you're having a great day. It is the 16th of July and today is an active recovery day. It's a day where I'm gonna go get therapy for the first time by a guy called Tips by Tay after this brief morning walk with Geordie. Just get a head start on today's steps. I'm still at 10,000 daily. Geordie's on like 37,000 daily or something like that. Just something absolutely wild that would be untangible by anyone above the weight of 200 pounds.
Shut up.
98 pound floating body.
98 pounds is massive.
That's the plan for the morning. Steps, Tips by Tay, breakfast, cardio, and getting the day started. Just a cheeky 1,500 step head start for the day. Nothing too crazy, just enough to get the blood flowing and wake up a little bit, because I'm not a morning person and I struggle to wake up in the morning, just to feel like the sense of alertness that I feel at night time. But walking in the morning does help a little bit. Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Now usually I wouldn't eat before doing cardio in the morning, but considering the fact that I'm extra hungry this morning, I'm gonna have part one of my breakfast. I'm gonna make the eggs right now, go get a massage, do the cardio, then come back and have my oats and obviously the rest of the day. One thing you don't see in the morning is that Linda, Geordie's mum, looks after dogs. She helps her friends out, looks after dogs, has like a little business. I'm like vlogging up here, right? But look on the ground. What is going on?
Welcome to the fucking nut house.
There's so many dogs. And there's one here, one here. There is a huge one outside. And this isn't even to mention Geordie's dog, Sky, and Boo Boo, the cat. So we currently have about 9 to 10 animals. So we're never shy of company. It's never lonely in this house.
Why you put them in a little bag?
Breakfast done, got a little Tupperware, put some sweet and hot mustard on top. Got a shaker with some Oxy Shred, just took all the morning vitamins, clean your himbine, all the health stuff, all that good stuff. Now, let's do some cardio and get some therapy. I'm a little bit worried about this lat though, because I did a injection and it's a bit swollen.
If I'm being honest, loving you the hardest thing to do, so I keep to myself.
Figured that because Tay isn't until 9 o'clock and it's currently 8:30, I've got just enough time to do half an hour morning cardio because I'm still on 30 minutes daily. And then when we're breathing and catching our breath, Tay can do his thing while I am relaxing. Alright, so cardio is now done. I've got Tay in the next 2 minutes, so as a courtesy, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and just splash myself with water and get rid of all the sweat. Otherwise it'd be an unpleasant experience for Tay, I'm sure. So, I don't know, I just feel like massaging someone that just did cardio covered in sweat is not the most pleasant experience, so. Right, what's going on, bro?
Go on, Sam.
Yeah, so basically, my lat, you'll be able to like under there, touch it very lightly. It feels so swollen.
You trained today too, or?
Rest day.
Oh, nice.
We can do like 12 till 2 so that you know both of us. Ow, that's my toe.
Sounds good.
Just got out of therapy with Tay. The news on the lat is he said to like leave it a little bit on training, like anything overhead, like only if I do train back to only do rows. Sometimes when you're jabbing, doing things, like you just don't know what's gonna happen, you don't know where you're gonna put it. We're gonna head back now, have the other half of breakfast and probably meal number 2. You know what the coolest thing about this weather is that you, on a rest day, you can literally like lie outside and sunbathe. Like in the UK, you have to go to like a sunbed. I never do that because I'm completely content with the complexion of my skin. To the extent that I just know that sunbeds just take so long to work, so I kind of just gave up on the ability to look tanned all the time. But here, oh my God, you just be outside and get tanned. We are going to pull the laptop out, get a bunch of work done this morning, get a head start on everything that I need to do in terms of just like hard body stuff, emails, editing the previous YouTube video, eating the other half of breakfast right now and meal number 2, and just trying to have a good, productive active recovery day. A few hours in the future, we have come to this place downtown a little bit. It's about 15 minutes drive away from Oakville, and we've come to try on some bikinis because guys, I'm switching over to bikini. I need a blue glitzer bikini. I didn't tell you until now, but I'm 8 weeks out from my very first bikini show. Obviously, we're here for Geordie, and she's gonna be picking today, hopefully, maybe a new color.
You were gonna be moving last time and you weren't gonna be moving?
Yeah, we pulled that. Yeah, you don't want to move. You want to be here because you're going to move. Oh, we don't want to farm. Exactly. Yeah.
Do you want to know what one of the judges said to me last year after Ukraine? Maybe you should use a push-up bra next time.
Totally different.
You doing classic, mate?
All the classic.
Time for a beach day, considering it's a rest day. Usually rest days are on Sunday, considering tomorrow we are training with Mike Van Wyck and he's gonna absolutely destroy me. We have an rest day today instead. Geordie's going to the gym, I'm gonna drop her off, and then we are gonna head to Burlington Beach, which is literally like 10 minutes from where the gym is. And considering the weather today, it would be silly of me to not put on some sunscreen, get a towel, pack a meal, and just lie by the water. We might not get in, it might be freezing. It's not a sea, it's a lake, deceivingly, because it's the biggest lake in the freaking world. Alright, so we just parked the car up on some random patch of grass that we could find. There's parking over there, but of course when it's a really nice day, everyone has the same idea of coming to the beach. So I'm imagining it's gonna be quite busy, but nevertheless, I'm pretty sure this is free parking. I hope we don't come back to Geordie's mum's new car being towed away. That would be a big shame. I'm sure it's not gonna happen, I hope not. Not a bad place to eat meal number 3 of the day. As you can see, the beach is absolutely packed right now. There's like boats and stuff, everyone's in the water. So many families here, but honestly, I'm pretty chill. Geordie's at the gym while I'm here. It joins him in load time. It's kind of hard to spray the sunscreen on myself, but nevertheless, we're here. We're gonna try to eat this salmon, rice, and veg. Maybe take a walk down the beach, maybe catch some Pokemon. There's probably some pretty cool Pokemon in this part of the world that that aren't in the UK. Yeah, we're just gonna eat this and enjoy this freaking awesome weather. How's your workout?
Good, I'm dead inside. Legs, booty workout.
We're just
Are you just walking around in bare feet? Like,
yeah, we're just rocking up to the gym.
boy now?
I'm a Canadian boy. Comes to the fucking gym in beach shorts.
Time for food.
Alright, so to end this video off, considering it is just an active recovery day, I wanted to spend a bit of time answering an interesting question that I read on my last YouTube video. And if you don't know, that I'm actually giving away a free piece of hard body equipment every single time I pick a good comment from the previous video and I choose to answer that comment in the current YouTube video, and that person that wrote that comment will receive a free piece of hard body equipment. I do it every single video now, so feel free to drop a comment on this video for the next video to win that free piece of equipment. The reason I want to answer this question is because it really got me thinking about the future and what I'm going to do after all this, with what I'm doing right now, with what I'm doing with prep, competing, all that sort of stuff. Like, it really made me deeply think about the future, and I'm going to give my answer right now. The question is by Jake Brock. Okay, so I have a question. Do you have any goals for after you receive your pro card? I like the fact that he said after I receive it. I know the pro card is something you have been striving for forever. It makes me laugh that people think it's been forever. I only tried for the first time last year. It's not been forever. But have you thought about what you're going to do once you've achieved it? Or is it a bridge you will cross when you get there? Cheers, bro. Massive fan of yours for years. Keep up the good work. This is like a very finite question. It's like when the dust has settled, if and when you get the thing you've been striving for the last, since you've been going to the gym, to be honest. Like, when I started the gym, it wasn't my dream to be an IFBB pro. It was my dream to step on stage, but never to, I never imagined myself being good enough to be on like a big stage. Never did I ever think that I'd be setting myself a goal to try to get a pro card, because achieving a pro card is one of, if not the biggest accolades that you can have in bodybuilding, because it takes you from being an amateur athlete to a professional athlete in a sport, like a professional footballer, a professional golfer, professional anything. People think you might not be a professional athlete when you're a professional bodybuilder, but if you go to America and you say, hey, I am a professional bodybuilder, IFBB pro, they will give you a visa. You can apply for an athlete visa. That is as legit as it gets. When a country will give you a visa because you're a pro, you're a pro. There's no bullshit around it. So you're an actual professional athlete, which is epic. So it's a massively sought after thing to try and achieve. And when it's all said and done, honestly, I can imagine myself taking a good sized off season, a year and a half. I'm not going to push it to 2 years because you do grow on a rebound from a show. So if it was a long off season, I would be utilizing mini cuts anyway to keep my insulin sensitivity high, be still hyper responsive to carbs rather than just like increasing, therefore becoming unresponsive to what I'm trying to get my body to do. So inevitably it would be to take a good off season and then to try and step with my new physique on a pro stage and try and leave a mark as a professional athlete and just try and show people everything I would have been working for over that off season and just take it as far as I can. Like, I'm not saying that my goal is to win Mr. Olympia. I've never been that kind of person. I've never been the kind of person. I've always like set myself mini goals in life, but like that's not to say I don't want it, but I've never been the kind of person that says I will be Mr. Olympia or I will have this quality of life. I will buy my dream car, but I will work as hard as I can to get close to those things, and if they happen, I'll be grateful for it. And luckily in my life I've managed to hit the goals I've wanted to achieve and I've been happy about them, but the ones that I haven't achieved, I've also been content that they haven't happened because of the fact that I don't surround my entire existence on having as much as I humanly can. If I'm genuinely happy, if the people in my life are happy, then that's all that really matters. If any good things happen along the way, then that is just a bonus. That means that I am achieving things in my life that I can be proud of, a story to tell, a legacy to leave behind. The same thing with my company Hardbody. If I can build that to as big as it can be, I'm not trying to come after SBD, I'm not trying to come after Gymshark, I'm just trying to make it the best that it can be, and hopefully that's something special one day. But I imagine that when I've done this stuff, that when I've got a pro card and when I've like stepped on these big stages, nothing about my life is really going to change. I'm always going to be obsessed with fitness. I'm always going to want to prioritize friends and family. I'm always going to want to travel the world. I'm always going to want to expand my company. I'm always going to want to make new businesses. There's different ideas for different businesses that I have that cost money to breathe life into. And luckily, Hardbody is going extremely well and has done over the past, in September 29th, it's been 2 years since the company, and I cannot believe how well it's gone in the past 2 years. And it's opening doors for other things. It's allowing me to have investment money for other ideas. I think that I'll be busy for the rest of my life, or for as long as I want to be, because I'm not the sort of person that could just sit down and do nothing. I will commit myself 100% to whatever I put my mind to. Yeah, that's why I think that when the dust is settled, when this goal is achieved, I'll go after the next thing and the next thing. And then if it's not to do with competing, because obviously I'm not going to be a bodybuilder for the rest of my life, I feel like I can do more. I will dedicate this portion of my life to this thing because I love it and it's my passion, and I will always go to the gym, but I'll not always take drugs. I'll not always do the things you need to do to be able to compete, because I don't want to put my body in the position, be at the age that when I take things, my body physically can't recover. There will be a time when your body doesn't bounce back, where your blood doesn't go back to the way it was before, and I would like to stop before that happens. And I'm 25 now. I'd say I have another 5 years before any of that begins to happen, so I'm going to do everything I can now to achieve the highest goal in this sport that I can possibly achieve a pro card, win a pro show, and go to the Olympia. That's honestly like it feels weird to say that, but it's what I want. It's hard because it makes me giddy when I think about it. But if I was to really put it into words, I want a pro card, I want to win a pro show, and I want to step on the Olympia stage. That's pretty much the really elongated version answer of that question, and I feel like it's the way anyone should attack any goal. Don't think that when you've done the thing you want to do, when you've graduated university, or you finished school, or you have the dream job that you always wanted to, you achieved the promotion, you got the girl, you did the things you wanted to do. There's more after that. The same as if something goes wrong. If you're in a relationship and your girlfriend cheats on you, or you cheat on your girlfriend, and you have a lot to grow from, you have a lot of growing to do internally, you're going to hate yourself for the decision, but it will help you grow as a person. If someone in the family passes, if you get hit by a car, and obviously hopefully you survive, there's so many things that can go wrong in your life accidentally that aren't in your control, but there is always another day. There is always a way past it. There's always something to be grateful for and happy about. So never think about chapters of your life being the only thing you care about, the only thing that you're working towards, and when it's all said and done, what's the point? There is a point to every day. You're lucky to be alive. You're lucky to be here. So don't take it for granted. And I'm trying not to. I'm trying to give this everything, and that's all we can do. That's all I can do. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I decided to use the Shure mic for this. I wanted to just come downstairs and use it. I think it sounds amazing. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash a like, turn on notifications because it really helps the channel grow, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next episode of Hardbody Shredding. Peace.